Yo guys, what's up? It's me again. Um, I'm gonna post my review today, and no, normally it would be earlier, but I had a pretty long day today, and you know, just didn't have a lot of time to post a review. But now that I have time, I'll post this review up. And I'm doing a review for the action horror movie kind of thing, Ichi the Killer, and this is the awesome, you know, blood bag edition. All playing with the blood. Doesn't go all over the place, but it's still like fun to like squish around. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the movie. Um, anyways, the plot is simple, kind of. The plot is about this one guy who is out of his mind. His name is Ichi, or in Japanese that means one, in case you're wondering. And he just kills people, hence the title Ichi the Killer. There's a better description on the back. I'll directly read from this, alright? Because God knows I can't give a good description. Alright, cool. Anyways, the plot is centered around Ichi the Killer, even though he's just kind of like the guy who goes around killing everybody. But it's really about Akuzas. If you don't know what those are the pretty much Japanese gangsters. And excuse me. What they do is their lead boss gets killed, or they think he's killed because later on you see that he's alive. And that's not a spoiler or anything. That's just kind of something that shows up. But it's really weird because you see like all this blood and guts everywhere. And you have no idea whose blood and guts it is. I thought that was pretty weird because like the blood came out of nowhere. So then they think he's gone, and he is gone, but he's still alive. And then they start like investigating like how this could have happened. And then this one guy named Ichi, who like you find out later he can't come unless there's strong violence going on. Like at the beginning scene, the very opening scene. Okay, not the very opening scene, but like the beginning scene. You see Ichi, like you just see like all this semen everywhere, and then it just like forms up to the title, which is kind of gross. But oh well, if you're a horror fan, you've seen a lot of gross stuff. If you've seen the Doom generation, you'll be fine. This movie is kind of gross. So yeah, there's a lot of blood and sexual references in it. And it turns out Ichi is actually controlled by this one guy who reminds him of like all these like terrible things that happened to Ichi when he was younger, to try and get him to kill. But there's a big plot twist at the end about that. I'm trying to give as much as a detailed review as I can, but like this is a really hard movie to like review and give proper respect to, because you don't want to ruin too much of it. Like all I can say is like it's about Akuzas, extreme violence, Ichi, and insanity. That's pretty much all I can say without giving too much away, because the only way I can like properly review it is if I tell you all the key scenes, which means that this is one of the greatest films of its kind. It's one of the best spray films I've ever seen. And if you can get any edition, get this edition. I was lucky because I found this at like a video store for only like 15 bucks. But I'm not sure if the other 2-disc edition is the same features, but this is just a cool looking edition. The blood, like, it doesn't go anywhere. I don't have the Saw DVD, so I can't like compare it like 8 the Chosen One did. But anyways, like I said, because I don't want to give too much away, that means it's like a really solid horror film, and it's a really good film in general. So if you can find it, buy it. Like, don't even think about it, just buy it. It's from Takashi Miike. He is the greatest Japanese horror director I've ever seen. If you don't know who he is, he made Audition, Visitor Q. He made the Japanese one was Call. These aren't in any order or anything. They're just by what pops in my mind. And he also made an episode of The Masters of Horror called Imprint. I only have this, Audition, and Imprint though. I will be getting the rest of his movies, so don't you dare think about don't you dare think I'm not going to, because I love me some Takashi Miike. Anyways, check him out if you haven't gotten the chance to. I'm pretty sure you've seen Audition, but if you haven't, check it out too. And definitely check out Ichi the Killer. You're gonna get grossed out if you see it. I'll tell you that much, because it's very, very violent. Like, it's not like, it doesn't have all the gore that would, like, something like Dead Alive has, but it does have some good gore. It's humorous too, and it's just awesome. Anyways, check it out. Later.